Yeah, how about a nice casual run? Throwing knives. Throwing knives are pretty decent, and I did have them requested in the last run, so hey, why not? They do a little bit of damage when you hit an enemy, and they do bleed. Which is decent, but to be perfectly honest, if I was going to pick any sort of ranged weapon, I would probably not go with this one. The bleed damage is pretty minimal. It only lasts for 2 seconds, give or take. And the initial damage is okay, especially when you have a plus 50% modifier on it, because I have everything fully upgraded at this point, so that's happening more often than not. Getting something super powerful like that. And besides, if I really wanted a throwing knife type weapon or some sort of skill similar, I would go with Knife Storm, because I always love Knife Storm, and Knife Storm is always great for doing tons and tons of bleed damage over it without needing to worry about regaining ammo or... I guess the idea here is that the throwing knives are more of a ranged weapon. You want to throw them, right? Yeah. Whereas something like Knife Storm, you get the most effect out of it if you're blasting enemies in the face right next to them. Man, I gotta remember to stop doing dive attacks. Now that I've gotten that video out doing the dive attack, I think that I have to put that back on the verboten list and say that I cannot use that to attack enemies if I'm doing a single weapon run. Damn it! Why? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Sewers, I think, is going to be the best option here because I haven't done sewers in a little while, and having a nice ranged weapon will deal with scorpions nicely, will deal with the exploding ugly worms. This is a no-brainer. Other than that, I guess Tranquility for the... just go full tactics. I mean, right now I'm just taking tactics, and I think the tactics are going to be the way to go for this run. Go kind of glass cannon, not worry too much about health, because I'm pretty sure, I haven't tested it out, that throwing knives are going to work very similarly to Ice Shock, for example, where I was able to just kind of roll my finger back and forth on the two weaponry buttons and just fire out 2 of them at once. And with the bleed damage, with the normal damage that you get just hitting them with knives, that's probably going to do a lot. I suppose I'm going to have to check that out when I get to the Watcher. But for right now, hitting enemies at a distance is very nice for the sewers because scorpions are always rolling out of the ground and they will do a ton of damage if they hit you within melee range because they have the huge poison stack that they throw on you along with the initial damage itself. The exploding the ugly worms explode and leave bombs all over the place. I don't even need to be near them now. And, you know, if you want to die from that and just explode out of the range, whatever. I can also just roll through them too. But that can be kind of annoying. That's one of the best things about having a huge damage over time type of weapon like the... well, maybe not huge damage over time, but having a damage over time type of weapon like throwing knives is that you don't need to worry about enemies that are throwing bombs all over the place, like pirate captains or mechanical spiders, and to a lesser extent, ugly worms. It's not perfect, but I think it makes it a lot more manageable to go through these areas. Overall, I do try to avoid going through the sewers a whole ton because it's a big, huge, winding area, tons and tons of exploding bats all over the place, even in just the toxic sewers here. Although I suppose now that I'm probably going to be doing all future runs with 2 boss cells, and with 2 boss cells active here, even going through the promenade would have me dealing with a whole ton of exploding spiders. A whole ton of exploding bats, and they're just all over the place now. You just cannot get away from them. But if you're going through like the old sewers, that's when they start appearing in the 3-pack, which is even less pleasant to deal with than just a single one. Especially when throwing knives have tracking. They can even be shot like straight up and everything, but they don't hit multiple enemies for the most part. So, damn it, not supposed to be doing dive attacks. They don't hit multiple enemies for the most part, so you are way more likely to be hit if you're using something. If you're using throwing knives, or you're using an electric whip, or really any sort of bow and arrow, which is frustrating. I'm thinking about it right now. I probably didn't need to take the mutation for the double ammunition because until I get to a boss, there is no enemy that's going to take every single one. Why am I in them? I guess I avoided a few of those kamikaze bats, but that's not really the point of what I'm trying to do here. This is the easy part when it comes to dealing with those guys. The hard part comes later. I'm still kind of on the fence about mutations. I think some of them are very good. I've definitely warmed up a lot to using the corrupted healing, I think it's called. The one that does increased amounts of damage. The brutality scaling one that does increased amounts of damage, but halves the amount of healing you get out of it. Yeah, that should cover everything. Now time for the pain train. And especially the emergency triage, that's what it's called. Yeah, the one you get from, I guess? It scales with tactics. I'm building tactics, and I tend to be far away from enemies. That is the one big advantage you get over Knife Storm with throwing knives. But emergency triage, you can use it super fast. You get a really nice shield, so even if you are not using a shield, for example, this run right here, you are still able to get a decent amount of invincibility and not have to worry. And it's like immediate. It's like not even a second that it takes. You just down that thing like it's a meat with a Mountain Dew. Ooh, nice. I was honestly thinking that was just going to be like, brutality, survival, whatever. Getting some decent damage here, but I really do need to get... Really do need to have full health for that right now. I cannot believe that I have not yet found another weapon shop for this. It's kind of ridiculous. Well, killed that faster than you killed that spiker faster than usual. I think that's also more of a symptom of, oh god. Yeah, keep tracking right on that ugly worm. That's what I need. I think that's more of a symptom of having everything fully upgraded than anything else. Because you're obviously going to get a decent amount of damage out of a weapon if you're only building into a single stat. One of the things Motion Twin said when they were revamping some of the systems was that the three types of builds you get are very weak, but a lot of health if you're building all three stats. Normal type experience if you're building two stats, which really I should probably be building brutality and tactics, and maybe take that one that does increase damage against bleeding targets, or one that does more damage when you get hit, but whatever. I like going glass cannon. That's how I've always played this game, so And then the hard but like super high damage where you just focus on a singular stat. And that's what I like using. Boy, I would really like a set. I really want to see if I do get the double hit from the throwing knives if I have two of them at once. That would be the perfect thing for taking. Oh god. Those biters attack really fast. Okay. Man, that sadistic dagger would be pretty good synergy with this. Nah, I should have sold it. Whatever, it's in the past. Don't worry about it. Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown. One of the most annoying things about fighting the Watcher in the next area. Wow, I pushed that spiker really easily. One of the most annoying things that's going to be about fighting the Watcher is I don't think I get a health refill after this biome, so I have to be a little careful with the health that I have. But I don't know. I do have to. Oh, wow. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? No, what? What was that? What exploded? I killed all of those bats, didn't I? Oh, come on. Okay, well, so much for being careful with the amount of health that I have. That's perfect. Yeah, there, that took those guys out easily. Ah, whatever. But yeah, I just need to go find a second. I'm still not entirely sure, but I think I should be able to... Because this weapon is very similar to the Firebrands, very similar to Ice Shock. It doesn't have a specific animation for pulling back a bowstring and shooting, so it should be able to do the double shot thing. I think that's kind of the criteria. And that worked out super well in the Ice Shock runs, so I think it'll do it here too. Yeah, might as well. I was yeah, I know I said I should go brutality tactics combo, but I'm just gonna go with max health for the off stats and then just roll back and forth. Reminds me of that oh, what was it called? The Final Fantasy VI, the Phantom Dive, or like it. Boy, this is a really weird reference. You know what? Never mind. I'm editing that out. Yeah. Why not? I have a ranged weapon. I have pretty decent damage on it. As long as I don't accidentally kill one of the host zombies, I think I should be totally okay here. In the future, I think I'll take... Since I don't really have too much options, or at least too much I'm thinking about for mutations, I'll go with alienation and maybe try for another curse chest or something. Since I only have 2 boss cells active, I'm not too worried about my... flask usage. And, like, I'm not too worried about being able to refill my flask and, like, having decent healing and everything like that. Ugh. Oh, okay. That was close. I'm not really worried about having decent healing and, like, flask and conserving flask usage. Yeah, I'm not even trying that. I get hit way, way too much by traps as it is. Oh, nice. Finally. Yeah. Am I going to have to spend all of my money every single time I go to a shop now? Actually, that was it. That was all of my money. Two gold. Amazing. How often does that happen? Ugh, ridiculous. Ooh, that poison, though, is really doing some work. If I could get something that, say, did extra damage against enemies that were poisoned or something like that, that would be... If I could get a throwing knife that did extra damage against poison enemies, that would be ideal, but the game is kind of set on not giving me throwing knives, period. So that's probably a little wishful thinking. There we go. Perfect. You know, I could probably hit up the graveyard in this run, but that's also a very long area, and... Well, if I took alienation, that wouldn't be too bad. Whatever, extra money's not going to do me that much good right now anyway. No. It's tempting, but you know what? That was already annoying enough. I wasted enough time just curing one curse. I'm not hurting that much force stats right now, especially because I think both of these give me +2 to tactics each, so that's quite a bit of extra damage just alone. It's kind of weird how the angling on this works sometimes. Yeah. You know why? Because ranged weapons work super well against fighting these guys. I'm kind of surprised the President's still in the game. It's after Christmas, it's even after Boxing Day. Of course, wait a second, why am I even doing this? I don't need the... I don't need the cells anymore, and... Well, maybe there will be an upgrade to the throwing knives in the... There's almost no chance of that. Oh, and look, there was no chance of that. Whatever. Okay, now I can start to sell stuff. I don't know. 10 curse would be annoying to get rid of. 3 curse, I already saw these bats down here. And like I said, you can throw them directly upwards. So taking care of a curse one. Oh, wait. I killed all the enemies down there. Never mind. Whoops. Well, I didn't expect the present to still be in the game, and whatever. Also, I should have known better than to attack the present for no reason. You know what? This was all a bad option. I don't even know what I was thinking. The huge colonies of bats down here are obnoxious to deal with, but I guess it's good for if you have a curse and you're being extra super careful. Yeah, alienation is definitely going to be a mutation again in the future. I said before that I do kind of feel bad about leaving stats away because, hey, stats are stats, and technically I am doing a challenge run. I have no idea. I'm thinking that the boss is not going to be too difficult, but you know, you can never be too prepared. Let's just say that. Also, I like the Insufferable Crypt glowing purple now. Never used to do that. I don't think there's anything else I really need right now. So why not just take... yeah, right. No heal. So yeah, why not just take alienation right now? Because there's not... Like, the only thing I would get more damage from at the moment would be the, you know, increased damage when you get hit. Brutality. Oh, wow, that worked super well. All right, yeah, just like I said, roll the finger back and forth on the square and triangle key there, and it just does infinity billion damage. Fantastic. And I guess yeah, that would work with Firebrand. That works with Ice Shock. Works with throwing knives, obviously. Also, you get a nice festive red and green there. Between poison and bleed. Oh. Yeah, I should be able to heal after this battle, so whatever. Wow. Man, I could have probably perfected this boss if I tried a little bit harder. So, note to self. Mash buttons with a throwing item. Beats bosses pretty easy. Oh, come on. Like I said before, I'll say again, I do not know how to dodge these tentacles for whatever reason. Oh, get back down here. Alright, well, that was one of the smoother Watcher fights that I've ever had. Damn. Could go graveyard, but I wanted to be a nice, casual, simple run, so I'm gonna be still nothing to improve. Nice, casual, simple run, so yeah, Slumbering Sanctuary's stressful, what with the golems and the foggers and the defenders and everything, but you know what? It is also a very short area, so Also, is it just me, or is it weird that you go down to get into the sewers, you go down to get into the old sewers, and then from the old sewers you go into the crypt, And then from the crypt, you go down even farther into the sanctuary. When you're going to the fog fjord, it's on, like, ground level. Like, what's the deal with that? Boy, this is the dumbest observation I think I've ever made about this game. Well, anyway, the double hitting strategy is still doing a lot of work here. Not the shop I'm looking for. Since I got Alienation now, I'm going to try to not kill every single enemy here. Because I know with the 2 cells active, and there's going to be at least 1 curse chest in here. So if I can, I want to leave enough victims here for curse relief that I can. And not worry too much about... Because I'm not worried about killing every single enemy anyway, so... And when I know where there are going to be big packs, yeah, sure, whatever. With this sort of setup, and especially with the damage that I've been outputting, I'm only worried about golems here. And I got the feeling that if I'm able to blitz them fast enough that it's not even going to be an issue when I see them anyway. Oh, here we go. Perfect timing. Also, since, yeah, there was no heal in the last room there, which there should have been. What's up with that? It's probably a good thing that I did take... Oh, no, never mind. I'll come back for you later. Yeah, since I didn't get a heal in the last thing, Alienation was probably also the right choice to take based on that alone. And one more. Okay. Golem. What do you got? I want to see. I want to see. Not bad. That was not bad at all. Still had to dodge a punch, though, and I don't need that in any way, but why not? Still had to dodge a punch, so questionable, but I guess it's fine. Okay, now that's more of an issue. Never mind. And more fuel for the next shop that I get to. Wait, there's the next shop right there. I guess I got a duplex deal. If there was a breakable floor right there... Oh, great. If there was a breakable floor right there, I probably would have fought that golem, but... Okay, I guess he's not coming back. Never mind. You know, in that dive attack only video, I think that the way that I dealt with a golem in that one may have been the best way to deal with golems without getting hit at all. Just running up a wall, stomping on them over and over. If you had something that, you know, had any sort of tracking, like a ranged weapon, pyrotechnics there would have been good for that. Throwing knife, obviously. 150, 100% with the upgrade, and 150% at this point in the game. It's like permanently having it on. But yeah, then it's just stomping on his head because you're able to avoid the... You're able to avoid the shockwave, you're able to avoid the punches. Oh, okay, not like that though. That's not how you avoid punches. I hope this is a curse chest. Because I know I've taken care of the golem in the next area, so taking this is just free healing because all I gotta do is deal with grenadiers and inquisitors, which, maybe the occasional defender, but... Also, I guess I could take some health here, and health maybe wouldn't be too bad. Yes, the bats too help. Health wouldn't be too bad, but I think that tactics, because I want to go full on glass cannon. Oh boy. I'm actually going to purposely get grabbed here just because then I know that I'll be... Well, worked out just fine. Because then I know that I'll be directly next to the golem. Because if you don't see the golem, That just means that a golem's just about to punch you. But if you're being grabbed by a golem, you know you're going to be right next to a golem, you know? Yeah, clock tower, because Sepulcher is big, windy, little tiny passages. I just went through the sewers. And come on, casual run, casual. Want to be something nice and simple. Yeah. I was thinking about it, but, like, I'm not going to take the cursed chest in this area. Also, wait a second. Why did I not get a heal there again? Just a quick question. Why have I gone, like, 4 biomes now without getting a heal? I purposely did this on 2 cells so that I would at least get, like, 1 heal here. Maybe I should have just taken the one that gave me, like, food healing. Well, there's no real guarantee. Yeah, I mean, it's like I definitely have that on. I definitely only have 2 Voss cells on, so what's the deal here? More damage. Why not? I am clearly okay on damage, but again, you can never be too prepared. Yeah, I should have taken that food healing, but there's also no guarantee that you're going to get any food in this anyway. Like, there are plenty of areas now that have guaranteed food shops in them. There are plenty of areas that have, you know, like a guaranteed piece of cake on the ground or whatever, like in the graveyard, for example. But as far as I know, not anywhere here in the clock tower, so healing options are limited. Whatever. I have beaten more than a few 3-cell runs so far, so it's fine. I think I can get it. Well, that was awful. The perfect timing. I have no words. That was your chance, game. That was your chance to just throw me a turkey. Oh, okay. This game is very tsundere. Let's just say that. Alright, if I can just avoid getting... Oh, crap! Oh, and he just killed himself right afterwards? Hey! It's everyone's favorite partner to the throne there. Also, now that I got the Watchmaker's Key, I don't know. I'm going to take a guess because I am just going to clear out of here as fast as possible. Because I do not feel comfortable being in the clock tower with this amount of... Wow! I'm going full speed run here. Yeah, no, screw this. I'm not taking any risks. Yeah, I know I missed a whole lot of stuff in here, but I think... I'm just going to say, I have... Also, thank God I got a heal here. I'm just going to say right now, I think that I have the stuff. I think that I can... I think I got the assassin here. The emergency triage will protect me if I do happen to get grabbed, and that's really the most important thing. Let's take a... Oh, yeah, look at that damage. Just gotta watch out. Honestly, I think that tactics may be a little overpowered right now. Maybe it's because I just never gave him a chance. I don't know. And there's where the emergency triage comes in. Excellent. Wow. All right. That was... I know I said nice, easy, casual run. I didn't expect it to be this easy, though. So, neato. And that's a throwing knife. Pretty great item. I still don't know if I would pick it up too often, but for right now, I'm going to say I like it.